Dear students, we are going to discuss a new topic in our plant physiology. It is one of the very important topic. It is considered as gateway topic to learn much more about important metabolic activities like photosynthesis, respiration, nitrogen metabolism. Okay, enzymes. Enzymes are biocatalysts. Enzymes are biocatalysts. They catalyze the biochemical reactions. Metabolism. A living organism performs several kind of metabolic activities. What is metabolism? The biochemical reactions takes place in living cell together known as metabolism. In chemical reaction, reactant converts into product, or you can say the chemical which converts into product is known as substrate. The substrate convert into product. So in chemical reaction, the energy which is required to convert substrate into product is known as activation energy. In this case, enzymes lower the activation energy and accelerate speed of reaction. The important paramount action of duty of enzymes are they make biochemical reaction speeder. They accelerate rate of reaction. Okay, so that's why enzymes are called as biocatalysts. మామూలుగా మనం దీన్ని ఉత్ప్రేరకాలు అంటాం. రసాయన శాలలో మనం ఒక అదస్థ పదార్థము ఉత్పన్నంగా మారటానికి కావలసిన శక్తిని ఉత్తేజిక శక్తి అంటాం. ఆ ఉత్తేజిత శక్తిని తగ్గించి తక్కువ శక్తితో రసాయన చర్యల వేగాన్ని పెంపొందిస్తాయి ఉత్ప్రేరకాలు. ఇక్కడ జీవకణాల్లో జరిగే జీవ రసాయన చర్యలకు ఉత్ప్రేరకాలుగా పనిచేసే ఆ పదార్థాలనే ఆ ప్రోటీన్లనే ఎంజైమ్స్ అంటారు. సో ఎంజైమ్స్ ఆర్ proteinaceous nature. They are made up of proteins. They catalyze the biochemical reaction. All enzymes are show specific in reaction. ఎంజైమ్లు విశిష్ట ధర్మాన్ని చూపిస్తాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ యూరియేజ్ అనే ఎంజైమ్ యూరియా మీదనే పనిచేస్తుంది. లైపేజెస్ యాక్ట్ ఆన్ లిపిడ్స్. సో దిస్ ఫినామినా టర్మ్డ్ as specific in reaction. So enzyme shows specific in reaction. Enzymes are proteinaceous in nature. Enzymes are biocatalysts. It is the introduction of enzymes. For example, I can give one popular example, common example, general example. You all know H2O react with carbon dioxide gives rise H2CO3. It is popularly called as carbonic acid. Soda antuntam. So if an uncatalyzed reaction results only 200 molecules of carbonic acid formed per hour. If you apply carbonic anhydrase enzyme for this reaction, there is a tremendous result. Amazing result is happen. When we apply carbonic anhydrase enzyme, for second 60,000 carbonic acid molecules are formed. It is the difference. So catalyzed reactions, so smoother results, the high yield of products when compared to uncatalyzed reaction. So enzymes are biocatalysts. Now we are going to, here there is a special branch in biology that deals with comprehensive study of enzymes called as enzymology. Enzymology is the branch of biology that deals with study of enzymes. Okay, now we are going to discuss the enzyme structure. Already I told you enzymes are proteinaceous nature. They are made up of protein. The protein with catalytic property is known as enzymes. ఉత్ప్రేరక సామర్థ్యం ఉన్న ప్రోటీన్లనే ఎంజైములు అంటారు. ఓకే, here we have important terms which are usually appear in every annual exams. Generally enzymes made up of proteins, many compound enzymes, these are more in found in large in number. Compound enzymes contain two parts: the protein part of enzyme, the protein part of enzyme is known as apoenzyme. The non-protein part of the enzyme is known as cofactor. This is important glossary, you must learn. The protein part of enzyme is known as apoenzyme. The non-protein part of the enzyme is known as cofactor. So the cofactor helps the enzyme to keep active during biochemical reaction. In the absence of cofactor, enzymes cannot react, cannot catalyze. Okay, the significance of cofactor is that helps the enzyme, that keep the enzyme more active during biochemical reaction. Here cofactors are again three types. First one, metal cofactors. Second one, coenzymes. Third one, prosthetic group. So cofactors are of three types, namely metal cofactors, coenzymes, prosthetic group. సో ఈ సహకారకాలు అయితే ఉన్నాయో ఈ సహకారకాలు మూడు రకాలు ఉంటాయి: లోహ సహకారకాలు, అలాగే సహ ఎంజైమ్లు మరియు ప్రోస్థెటిక్ సముదాయాలు. ఓకే, హియర్ మెటల్ cofactors. So we have popular example zinc. Zinc is a metal cofactor of carbonic peptidase. Carbonic peptidase catalyze the reaction only with the help of zinc. So next, coenzymes. Here coenzymes are prosthetic groups, are both are organic substances. If coenzymes are organic material that loosely bounded with protein part. Coenzymes are organic material that loosely associated with protein part, that is apoenzyme, called as coenzyme. NAD and FAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, flavin adenine dinucleotide, these are called bicomplex vitamins. They act as coenzymes. Next, third kind of cofactor is prosthetic group. Prosthetic group, these are the organic material that is tightly bonded with apoenzyme, called as prosthetic group. We have two popular examples. They are peroxidase catalase. Are example for prosthetic groups. So with this we have successfully completed structure of enzymes. Listen again. Enzyme shows two main parts. The protein part of enzyme is known as apoenzyme. Non-protein part of enzyme is called cofactor. Cofactor keep the enzyme more active during biochemical reactions. These cofactors are of three types: metal cofactors, coenzymes, prosthetic groups. Okay, next we are going to learn the classification of enzymes. Here there is a special organization, there is a special association that deals with, that form the criteria for classification of enzymes. The association name is IUB. The expansion form of IUB is International Union of Biochemistry. ఎంజైమ్లను వర్గీకరించడం కోసం మనకు ఒక సంస్థ ఉంది. ఆ సంస్థ పేరే ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యూనియన్ ఆఫ్ బయోకెమిస్ట్రీ. ఈ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ యూనియన్ ఆఫ్ బయోకెమిస్ట్రీ classifies the enzymes into six major classes based on the type of reaction they catalyze. అవి ఏ చర్యకైతే ఉత్ప్రేరకంగా పనిచేస్తాయో ఆ చర్య రకాన్ని బట్టి ఎంజైమ్లను 6 ప్రధాన తరగతులుగా విభజించారు. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ ఆక్సిడోరిడక్టేజ్. Oxidoreductases. Simply, oxidoreductase, the enzymes, the class of enzymes which catalyze the oxidative reductive biochemical reactions are known as oxidoreductases. What is oxidation? The removal of hydrogens, the removal of electrons are called oxidation. The addition of oxygen, the addition of electrons called as reduction. So here oxidoreductase enzymes catalyze the oxidative reductive chemical reactions. So simultaneously they oxidize one substrate, they reduce another substrate. For example, malic acid in the presence of malic dehydrogenase enzyme result in the formation of oxaloacetic acid and NaDH2. Here, malic dehydrogenase enzyme remove the hydrogen ions from malic acid. So, malic acid gets oxidized. The released hydrogens, due to released hydrogens, malic acid formed into oxaloacetic acid. The removed hydrogens received by coenzyme called NAD, it changes into NADH2. It is the example of oxidoreductases. The second major class is transferases. You have learnt so many functional groups, chemical groups in organic chemistry. You are so familiar with like NH2 amide, phosphate, ether, aldehyde, keto. These are called chemical groups or functional groups. Okay, so here transferase enzymes, the duty of transfer enzymes, they transfer the chemical groups, functional groups from one substrate to another substrate. So these enzymes are called as transferases. Example is glucose. In the presence of hexokinase enzyme, the phosphates removed from ATP which are added to glucose. As a result, glucose converts into glucose 6-phosphate. The ATP converts into ADP. Here, hexokinase, a kind of transferases that transfers the phosphate from ATP to glucose. Okay, so transferases, a class of enzymes which transfer the chemical groups, functional groups from one substrate to another. Next, third major class of enzymes are hydrolases. Here, hydro refers to water. In the presence of water, these enzymes cleave the substrate into simpler substances. They break the bonds of substrate to form the simpler products. Okay, these enzymes are known as hydrolases. All digestive enzymes like lipases, peptidases belong to hydrolases category. Hydrolases, we can say in other words, they convert complex substances into simpler substances in the presence of water. So these enzymes are called hydrolases. All digestive enzymes belongs to hydrolases. Okay, the fourth major class is liases. Here, hydrolases or liases, both enzymes break the bonds to form new products. Here, hydrolases do same cleavage actions in the presence of water. Here, liases cleave the bonds, cleave the substrate into simpler forms without, in absence of water. In the absence of water, such enzymes are called liases. Liases are a class of enzymes which break the bonds of substrate to form simpler material in the absence of water. Example, arginosuccinic acid. Arginosuccinic acid. In the presence of arginosuccinase, it transforms into arginine, a kind of amino acid, and another organic is formed, that is fumaric acid. So we have completed 4 major classes of enzymes. The fifth one is isomerases. So isomerase enzymes, they catalyze the intraconversion of molecular changes. You know, isomerism. Okay, so isomerases, these are a class of enzymes which catalyze the isomeric reactions. For example, ribose 5-phosphate converts into ribulose 5-phosphate in the presence of ribose 5-phosphate isomerase. Here ribose. The chemical formula is the same, but the intramolecular changes takes place in the presence of isomerase enzymes. As a result, ribose 5-phosphate converts into ribulose 5-phosphate. The sixth class of enzymes is ligases. Here ligases generate the bonds to form new products by utilizing ATP energy. Ligases utilizing ATP energy, they build new bonds to form other products. So these enzymes are called ligases. Example, glutamic acid. In the presence of amide utilizes ATP energy to form glutamine. And ADP. So with this, we successfully completed the classification of enzymes.